rocking. So, all right. Let me say what's up to everybody first. First, I don't see Chris on here. So, Zoe, if you're cool with it, I'm going to make you the admin today. Or make you the moderator, sorry. All right. Zoe, I hope you're cool with that. So just make sure to, if anybody's spamming, I hope you got my back, which I know you do. Giselle, what's up? May the Papa Kabani be with you. That's a new one. That's legend. Moderator, sorry. Okay, just making sure the audio's going good. Okay. Yeah, so I got some good stuff coming out tomorrow for a nice video to boost your score at the last minute. So that's on its way. I apologize for my hair. It's a little crazy. Maybe I should wear a hat, but whatever. Okay, and I see people saying, what's up? Muhammad, thank you. Zoe, hey. Shy, hey. Who else is saying what's up? Sophia, what's up? Vray and Aiden. Okay. Oh, Zoe, you did send me an email, and I need to respond to it. I am so sorry I have not responded to you. I saw it briefly, but I haven't. Okay, I'm going to read through it today after the stream and respond to you. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, timer. Okay, let's get this timer going. So we got 55 minutes today. We are doing the calculator section of the April 2019 SAT, which is a really good one. And also, I need a calculator because we're on the calculator section, which is fun. Not my favorite section, actually. I like the no calculator better, personally. But, hey, Hadi, you're welcome. Oh, Chris, you're back. Okay, your test is Saturday. All right, cool. Listen, I wish you guys all the best of luck. And this is the way to do it. We're gonna join in. We're gonna take it together under time conditions in real time. Take it with me. Let's see. Oh, Ethiopia. That's amazing. What's up, Bemnet? All right, very cool. So let's do this thing. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. And as I always say, I am taking this test in real time for the first time, and that's part of the fun. Let's go. What value of x satisfies the equation? All right, all I'm going to do is distribute. I got 5x minus 15 equals 10x plus 5. Subtract 5x from both sides. Negative 15 equals 5x plus 5. Subtract 5. Negative 20 equals 5x. X equals negative 4. Boom. Oh, let's double check. Negative 7, negative 35. 35, yes, verified. Next. Number 2, a student walks X kilometers along a straight path from P to Q. Got it. All right. Like that. And then the student walks Y kilometers from Q to R. Boom. What is the total distance X plus Y and that the student walks? Okay, so each one of these is a kilometer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Done. Wait, right? They went straight path. I don't see what else it could be. What is the total distance? X plus Y, the student walks. All right, just making sure I didn't miss anything. If Y equals X plus 1/2, Z equals that, which of the following is equivalent to Y plus YZ? Let's see. So Y is that plus YZ is, yowzers, X plus 1/2. I wonder if there's a faster way to do this, but I'm just rolling with it. Okay, now we're going to distribute. I got 2x squared minus 3x plus 1x, half times 2x is half x, or x, and then minus 3/2. So then this combined, so then we got 2x squared, that's negative 2x plus x is negative x, and then half minus 3, and negative 3/2 is negative 1, 2x squared. That's one, boom, done. I'm not really going to double check this, although I probably should, but I'm just going to roll with it. Let's see if it's all good at the end. An electric company charges Jerome 0.05 per kilowatt of energy used. Jerome was charged 36, so 1 watt equals 0.05 cents. Jerome was charged $36. How many kilowatts of energy did he use? Cross multiply 0.05. X equals 36. And then divide, of course, by 0.05. I could use my calculator. I think I can do this mentally. So dividing by 5, you divide by 10 and then double. So so it'd be 7.2, 14.4. Wait, what am I talking about? Sorry. 7.2 7.2, and then 72, 720. But let's double check it. 720. All right, good. Boom, done. Let me just make sure that makes sense. 5 cents. So for $1, that's 20 kilowatts. So 30. Yeah, it's right. Numero 5. A scientist conducted an experiment, selected a random sample of runners from a list of high school track participants from a certain city. The scientist randomly selected a random sample of runners from a list of high school track participants from a city. The scientists randomly assigned each runner to one of 2 treatment groups, and the results of the experiment were found to be statistically significant. Which populations can the result? The city. That's it. High school track participants in the city. Those are because where's the sample size from? It's from all high school students from a city, certain city. That's where the random sample's from. That's who it applies to. Which of the following equivalent forms of the function is the most suitable to indicate the x-coordinates of the x-intercepts of the group? Okay. It's going to be one of these factored, like so. It's this one. The x-intercepts are 2 and -3. Now, this is assuming that this is factored correctly, but I think it is. I don't think we need to verify that. But like basically what they did is they factored 4 out of everything. So then it's x squared plus x minus 6. And then it's x plus 3, x minus 2, which is what we have there. And the thing is, when they say this, you want to be able to see the x-intercepts straight away from these. And you can. Like I can see it's 2 and I can see it's -3. That's what they mean when they say suitable to indicate the x-intercepts. Okay, Raymond's, and by the way, those other ones may have been correctly factored, like just they didn't GCF it, and so it's not as quote-unquote suitable to show the x-intercepts straight away. Raymond's weekly income consists of a base salary of 40-hour work week for a 40-hour work week plus overtime pay. The overtime pay is paid at an hourly rate for the time that Raymond works in addition to his 40-hour work week. Raymond's weekly income in dollars can be represented by the expression X is the total number of hours Raymond works over 40 hours. Right? So the base salary is $800. So he's making $20 an hour. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the number in this context? Raymond's base weekly salary. That's it. Raymond's total overtime. Nope. Total number of hours in a year. That makes no sense. Raymond's hourly wage in dollars per hour for time worked in addition. No, that's 30. So he makes 30 per hour for overtime. Time and a half, basically. A city with 120,000 residents is voting on proposals that would eliminate overnight parking of vehicles on the city's streets. Okay, an independent company randomly surveys 1,200 residents to see whether or not the residents will support the proposal. The outcome of the so it's a random survey. That's good. The outcome of the survey shows that 60% of the residents surveyed approve of the proposal with a margin of error of 2. So it could be as low as 58, as high as 62, plus or minus 2. Defining statements is a plausible conclusion. Exactly. No. Too definitive. No. There are 72,000 city residents who approve eliminating overnight parking. I mean, again, it's too definitive. It's because they're neglecting that margin of error. About 2% do not approve. No, that's not what a margin of error is. This is exactly what I said, between 58 and 62. This is checking the definition of what is a margin of error. It means that estimate could go up or down that amount, 2% either way. On November 1st, there were 2,500 boxes in a warehouse. On December 1st, there were 15%. So let's write this out. November 1st, December 1st, there were 15% fewer boxes, meaning 85% times 2,500, which is, And then on January 1st, there were 20% more than there were in December. So this is times 1.2, right? That's 20% more, basically 20% plus that, if you want to think about it that way. 2,550. How many boxes were in the warehouse on that's it. I just did it. Grid it out and knock it out. Okay, 20% more. So they underline the more, whatever. Okay. 10. Jonathan needs to earn at least $175 next week and can work at most 20 hours. He earns $10 per hour at his lawn service. And they use LNG, I see that. So $10 per hour at the lawn and $8 per hour at the gym, which are the following systems of inequalities. And he can work at most 20 hours. So it's got to be L hours. Hours at the lawn service plus hours at the gym has to be less than 20. So first of all, this is wrong and this is wrong. And then 10L plus 8, and then he needs to earn at least 175, meaning the money from this plus the money from this has to be greater than or equal to 175, at least 175. Don't have to solve. We're good to go. 11, 60,000. An initial investment of $1,000 is made at a constant annual interest rate. The graph the graphs above show the corresponding future value V in dollars. Got it. Future value V. Oh, this is the difference between compounded daily and compounded annually. So you can see by it. Oh, 20 years. Got it. So for 20 years, the 20%, there's a big difference, right? You're getting, which 20% is ridiculous, right? But you're getting like 38,000 versus almost 55,000. So it's like marginal differences, and that's what kind of we'd expect. And this is, like 5%, which is a more of a maybe 6% if you're lucky. That's more of a reasonable thing, and it's not that far apart, it looks like. So which of the following statements, one graph shows the value of the interest component, okay. Which of the following statements are true? As R increases at a constant rate, and R is the interest rate, right? Hold on. R. Why does it say R? Where is it? There it is. Of the investments for different annual rates. Got it. As R increases at a constant rate, V increases, V, which is future value, increases more rapidly. Yes. I would say yes. Yes, because that's the whole idea of exponential, essentially. You said a constant rate. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I did it back. That's backwards. If interest is compounded daily rather than annually. As R increases at a constant rate, the difference in interest compounded annually increases. It doesn't increase at a constant rate because you see that. Oh, wait. Oh, this is confusing. As R increases at a constant rate, the difference in interest compounded annually increase. It's not at a constant rate because it's at an exponential rate, you see? It theoretically could be, but I don't think it is. It's sort of like boom, and then it gets bigger and bigger. So, I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. I think this is easier. V increases more rapidly. I would just say that's probably true. That's the easiest one. And then if R is 15% and interest is compounded annually, $1,000 investment will be $20,000, or would be worth 15%. Whoa. If R equals 15%, interest compounded annually. No, it's for daily. So that one's wrong. Okay. So it's just a lot of words to process. That one, to be honest, is a little bit tricky for me even as well, though I think we got the right answer. For gym class, Shayla completed a 4-mile walking and running exercise. She ran for 70 miles and she walked for, so she ran for that and she walked for this. The equation so we're adding the two together, models this situation, which means that if we're adding this and it equals 4, it means the total miles she traveled were 4 miles. That's it. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the value 7 in the equation that models this? And T is, what does T represent? T is the total amount of time. And, T is the amount of time she spent running, right? And then, so 7. They don't put it in minutes. Wait, did they say minutes? In hours, they do. Okay, got it. So it's basically the amount of miles she's running per hour. So she's doing 7 miles an hour. She ran at a speed of 7 miles per hour. Walking at a speed of 7 miles per hour it's too slow. It's too fast. Yeah, that's it. So if it's T is 1 hour, she ran 7 miles. 2 hours, 14. So that's it. Okay, I think the next one, 12 through 14. All right, 3-part question. What is the value of T in the equation that models the situation? All right, so we just got to solve this equation now. Here, let's get it down here so we can see everything. 7t plus, let's distribute that 3 right off the bat. So it becomes 39 over, I know I can reduce it, but minus 3t equals 4. Okay, now I'm going to move it over. And we've got 4t plus, divide the top and bottom by 3, 13/5 equals 4. Subtract that from both sides equals 4 becomes 20 over 5. Let's get common denominators minus. I know I could use a calculator, but whatever. And then 4t equals 7/5 times both sides by 1/4. And we get t equals 7 over 20. All right, nice. Which means that she ran 21 minutes. That's it. Or the amount of time she ran is 21 minutes. And then, which is whatever that is, like it's less than 3.5 miles, like whatever that amounts to be, and then she walked the rest. Okay. What was the total distance that Shayla spent walking and running in kilometers? Oh, snap. So we already said, right, that 4 is going to be the total amount. Oh, well, they set it up there. 4 miles. So it's just a straight up conversion, right? So let's do a mile to kilometer proportion. It's always nice. 1 mile equals 1.61. She ran 4 miles and it equal. These two are out, right? Because it's got to be greater than 4. It's this one. But let's cross multiply and see anyways. X equals 4 plus 2.4, 6.44. And that's it. It is correct. All right. We're at the halfway point pretty much for the multiple choice. Which is the findings of graphical system equation with no solution? 2 lines parallel. Boom, done. Right? Intersection is a solution. That's one solution. That's infinite solutions. That's 2 solutions. And that's not even linear. Well, it didn't say linear, but all right, 16. The equation above gives the total pressure P on an object submerged in a fluid where P null is the pressure. Total pressure P. P null is the pressure at the surface. And P, which is this little p, density. Oh, I don't even need to do this. God, it's an isolating quantities question. What is H in terms? So just isolate H. So P minus P null equals PGH. And then divide by PG. P minus P null over PG. Darn it. I got sucked into the problem. I'm always on the lookout for these isolating quantities questions because they're really easy if you can not get, caught up in all the nonsense. 4x squared plus bx plus 9, where b is a constant, has exactly one solution. What is a possible value of b? Got it. One solution, meaning it's a perfect square, meaning it's going to be 2x plus 3 squared is what this will be, which means it's a solution of negative 3 halves. But what's a possible value of b? So now if I foiled this, it would be 4x squared plus 6x, which is 12x plus 9, right? So you see, 12. Boom, done. And then my solution is negative 3 halves. I'm not going to check it because I got it. It's good. Although if you have time, you should check it, especially if you have a calculator, but it's all good. Sierra recorded the gender and eye color of all the students in her biology class. The results are shown on the table below. If a male student is selected at random from Sierra's biology class, if a male student is selected at random, selected at random from a Sierra's biology class, what's the probability that he will have brown eyes? So it's 6 out of 15. Because it's just the males. If a male is selected, what is the probability that he will have brown eyes? 6 out of 15, a.k.a. divide top and bottom by 3, 2 out of 5. Boom, done. 19. Kelly enlarged the area of a photograph to 250% of its original size. Okay, so here's X, and then she enlarged to 250. So it's basically like multiplying by 2.5. Dimensions of the photograph were 5 by 7. What is the area of the enlarged photograph? So the original photograph was 35. What is the area of the enlarged photograph in square inches? So it's this times. What? Why are these so far apart? It's obviously wait. It's 87.5. wonder why they're so off. Wait, let me just make sure I didn't misunderstand this, because it's a 19, so I got to be cautious. Kelly enlarged the area of a photograph to 250% of its original size. The original dimensions of the photograph were 5 by 7. What is the area of the enlarged photograph? Because she didn't enlarge. It's not like she enlarged. If she enlarged the dimensions, it didn't say that. It says she enlarged the area. So I take the area and then I enlarge, just making sure I'm not making a mistake, because otherwise it would be 12.5 times 17.5. 17. That's where they get this. Got it. So they enlarge. So as long as I'm not misunderstanding, it said she enlarged the area to 250. So we take the area, which is 35, and enlarge that. So as long as I'm not misinterpreting that, is correct. All right. If x is the solution to the equation above, what is the value of this? Got it. Let's square both sides. So we get x minus 3 equals. Don't forget to FOIL this, because it's 3 minus square root of x squared, which becomes 9. Negative 3 root x. Negative 3 root x is negative 6 root x. And then plus x equals x minus 3. Cancel, cancel. And then I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. I get negative 12 equals negative 6 root x. Divide by negative 6. Square root of x equals 2. Square both sides. X equals 4. And they want the value of square root of x minus 3. I almost missed that, right? Plug 4 back in. 4 minus 3 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Boom, done. Now, let's double check that. Let's plug 4 back in here. 4 square root of 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yes. Okay. 21. In the figure above, x is a mark on the side of a tire of a car at rest. The car starting from rest will experience an acceleration for some period of time. Hold on. Sometimes you read it and you're not even really processing it. That's what just happened. X is a mark on the side of a tire of a car at rest. Acceleration for some period of time. Which of the following graphs could represent the distance between the mark X and the ground after the car starts to accelerate? After the car starts to accelerate. Okay, got it. So it's going to kind of go like, it's going to kind of go like slowly and then faster and then faster, like that. That's what they're describing. And it's definitely not this one. This makes no sense. Why would it do this loop-de-loop thing? Like, how is you going backwards in time? It's definitely not this, because it's not like going whoosh, 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 like straight down and up. It's kind of slowly and then faster, slowly, like that, right? So then it's down to these two. And I think the issue with this is showing it hitting the ground. And if I can see this X here, like it's never going to touch the ground. It's always going to be hovering above the ground. You see that? Otherwise, I don't have a problem with D. But I'm saying A is a mark on the... And the other problem is it's starting at the top. It's starting up. Here it's starting at the bottom. That's another issue. So there's two issues with this. One, it's hitting the actual ground. It said it's on the side of the tire, so I don't think it's hitting the ground, especially that's backed up by the drawing. So there we go. All right, 22. The graph of the function f is shown in the xy plane above. The function f is defined by the equation f of x equals ab x plus c for positive constants a, b, and c. Got it. Okay, so hold on. Do I need this slope up to over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So it's a slope of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So a equals 1, b equals 3. Arguably, right? A could be 2, b could be 6, whatever, ad infinitum. And then c is 2. Because C is the y-intercept, right? Okay. God, my hair is crazy today. All right. And where AB is a fraction in its lowest term, which the following orders A, B, and C from least to greatest. So B is the biggest. See how B is the biggest here? and then C, and then A. Hey, not bad, right? See, my instincts led me to say I'm going to figure out what the values are. If I can, I will sometimes. And I just do, and then it folds into place. I'm not saying you have to do that. You go ahead and read the problem first if you want. But I guess I just I go into that mode, and it's not always right. Like, you'll see sometimes I'll do work that I don't necessarily need to do, but I'm so much in that rhythm and I'm so comfortable with those processes, as you can be with enough practice, that it doesn't hurt me. I'll still finish within the time limit. In the figure above, ACD is a right triangle, and BE is parallel to CD, right? BE is parallel to CD. What is the perimeter of ACD to the nearest tenth of a unit? Got it. Okay. So if these guys are parallel, this is also right? That's a theorem, but you don't even need to know the theorem. It's just, you just looks like it, and it's true, right? So 3, 5. So these two triangles are similar. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to, okay, I can also tell that this is going to be, this perimeter is 3 times this one, just simply by seeing that these sides are the similar ones, right? And this is 3 times that. So this perimeter is going to be triple that. So I can find the perimeter of this and then triple it. So 3, 5, so using Pythagorean's theorem, I'm going to find the hypotenuse here, 3 squared plus 5 squared, equals C squared. That's 9 plus 25 equals C squared. It's 34 equals C squared, and then it equals the square root of 34. Got it. So now let's use the calculator. 3 plus 5 plus square root of 34 that's the perimeter of this guy, and then I multiply it by trace, and I get 41.5. Now, if I wanted to, I could set up proportions and slowly figure out these sides. Like, this side actually is pretty easy. This side, I could do 3 to 9 equals 5 to what? And it's 15, 24. And then this side, again, it's going to have that same relationship. 3 square root 34, which is about maybe 17. So 24 plus 17, yeah, it's 41. 20 Fizor. In the xy plane, the graph of the linear equation, form y, and the graph of an exponential equation both contain points. 3 and 2, 4. Let's just do the linear equation first. So it's a slope of 2 over 1, right? 4 minus 3 is, 1 over 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. No, it's 1. What am I doing? 1 over 1. So it's x. And then the y-intercept is, hold on. So then it's 1, 3. It's going to be 0, 2. X plus 2, right? As this one steps back, this one steps back, so on and so forth. So it's y equals x plus 2. And then, okay. And I assume these b's are the same. So is that a fair assumption? If the point RS is on the graph of the linear equation, the point RT is on the graph of the exponential equation, where is it? 0. Oh, I've seen one of these before. Okay, hold on. Let me just get my head around this. I don't know if they're intending those to be the same, but I believe they are. No, because then the y is... Okay, let's do it like this. This is a little bit of a weird one, but I know this equation is x plus 2, so I can definitely graph that, right? Boom, boom. And then it is a, let's say anything else. Okay. So there's my linear equation. And then here is 1, 3, and 2, 4. Those are those 2 points. And then let's assume that this one is y. Let's just assume for a second that it's y equals a times 2 to the x, right? And 1 gives me 3 somehow. That means a would be 3 halves. Let's see if that works. I just want to try it. 2 to the x. And then 2 would give me 4, 4. No, it wouldn't work. So I think that assumption is wrong. But that's okay. We're still going to get this. So let's say, usually these exponentials, let's say it's, hold on, 2, and then 1 is, so I think that's a faulty assumption that those b's are the same. Okay, that's fine. Now let's sketch it out. And so it's hitting that one. Well, actually, wait, let's go like this. Because an exponential is going to dip up like that. So this is what it's looking like. And then the problem is that it's not telling me, but I think we have to assume that, yeah, we can assume that B is bigger than 1 because it's going up. It's obviously hitting those who's got to have a positive slope. So I think this is a safe assumption. And then 0 is, and R is between 0 and 4. So here's 3 and here's 4. I know it's taking a long time. Just making sure I got the sketch right. 3 and then 4. Okay. And S is greater if the point RS is on the graph of the linear equation. And RT. So check this out. Hold on. Got it. Okay. And R is, and so RS is on the linear. That's RS. And then RT is on the exponential. And it's the same, you can see it's the same X value. And S is greater than T. Yes, I graphed it correctly. I didn't even see that. S is greater than T, so it's above it, which of the following must be true. Check it out. The only place where it's going to be above it is going to be between 1 and 2. So that means R is between 1 and 2. Oh my, that was a really hard one. Okay, let's move on. 25, 2 independent surveys asked random samples of 500 people about the distances they commute to work each day. The results of the surveys are detailed in the table below. Mean and standard deviation. Which statement is true based on the results of these surveys? So 500 people about the distances they commute to work each day. The results of the surveys are detailed below. A mean of 13 miles, standard deviation. A mean of 15.1. There's greater variation in the distribution of the distances. No, standard deviation is the same for both, and that's the variation. No, same variation. The variation in the distribution of the distance people can use is the same for both surveys. Standard deviation is like, I can't remember, but it's you use the variation to calculate it. So this implies that the variations are the same. That's it. Again, standard deviation on the SAT is not about calculating. It's about understanding it and being able to discuss it and be like, okay, this is what this is what the standard deviation says about this data, etc. Okay, during an ice age, the average annual global temperature was at least 4 degrees Celsius lower than the modern average. Okay. If the average annual temperature of the ice age is Y degrees, so ice age, the average, and the modern average annual temperature is X degrees, which fine must be true. So the average annual global temperature was at least, so Y was at least 4 degrees lower. Hold on. That's weird because no, I'm going to say it the other way. This is weird because it's at least would be normally greater than or equal to, but it's less than or equal to X minus 4. So if my average temperature today is 7, the ice age temperature would be 3 degrees or 2 degrees or 1 degree and so on and so forth. So I think it's this. I think it's D. Let's think about this more. The average annual global temperature was at least 4 degrees lower. Yeah, so the at least, it has a weird meaning, right? But you can kind of figure that out, again, from the way I'm saying it. Like, if the modern temperature is 10 degrees, this should be 6 or lower. Oh, that's right. Not 6 or greater. Okay. This is a hard calculator section, actually, I think. In the XY plane above line M is perp to line L not shown, which line could be the equation of line L. So what's the slope of this? Up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got to have a slope of negative 5/3 for the perpendicular line. So if I subtract 5 and divide by 3, this could work. Subtract 5, divide by -3. Nope, that'd be positive 5/3. Subtract 3, this would be positive 3/5. This would be negative 3/5. So we want negative 5/3. And watch, if I have 2 points, I'm just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And if I do this, look at this. See, it looks nice and perpendicular. So it's A. 28. Maximum speed versus maximum height of 12 roller coasters. The scatter plot above shows maximum height in feet, maximum speed S shows the maximum height in feet and maximum speed S in miles per hour of 12 roller coasters. Wait, scatter plot above shows the maximum height in feet. Right. Okay. Oh, got it. Now I get it. Okay, so if the maximum height is 320, the max speed will be 100. If you have a really tall roller coaster, it can go up to 120 miles an hour. And this is my line of best fit. Of the following, which best represents the equation for the line of best fit? Okay, so first of all, if you want, we can do a little plug and chug, or we can look at the differences. Like, actually, let's do this. I'm going to just find 2 really good points and generate a line of best fit from that. So I see one in the crosshairs, which is 320, 100. That's the coordinate. And then I've got another really nice one at 180, 70. Subtract down to get the slope. 100 minus 70 is 30 over 140. So the slope is 3/14, which is a slope of 0.21. Goodbye. And then we have and then let's do a y. Let's put it into point slope. Y minus 70 equals 3/14 times x minus 180, right? I'm just plugging that in. Distribute. We already know it's 0.21 h, so I'll just put it like that. And then 3/14 times 180 is negative 38.57. And then add 70 to that. And that's our y-intercept of, sorry. Shoot. Minus 70. It was because it's supposed to be negative. So minus 70 again. And it's negative 31.42. Oh, they rounded to 32. That's bothersome. Hold on. I don't like that because that makes me nervous. Hold on. So it was, negative 180 times 3/14, and then I'm adding 70. I guess it's this, but you see, that kind of bothers me. Why is it 32? Why didn't it should be 31, right? I think that's fine. Which best represents? So it's an approximation, so it's okay. I'm just going to go with it. And there's no way it's a y-intercept of 62 anyways. This is a 140. Of course that's wrong. Okay, we're good. Selena created a scale. Okay, we got to hustle. Selena's created a scale model of an airplane where 1 centimeter on the ground, 6 meters on the airplane. Ground is centimeters. Airplane is meters. The wingspan of the model is 10.7. So he wants to make a new model where the scale is, so we could calculate that if we wanted to. Where a scale of 1 centimeter on the model equals 3 meters on the plane, which is fine. Best describes how the wingspan of the new model will compare to the wingspan of the first model. Okay. So 10.7. Wait, what does the following best describe how the wingspan of the new model? Hold on. Let's just calculate this. This will be easier. It's going to be double. The wingspan of the new model will be double. It's double. Okay, let's prove it now. Okay, so the wingspan of the new model is that, and then we can 66 times 10.7 equals x. So then here it's 64.2, and then here it's going to be 64.2 and x. Now we're finding the wingspan on the model. Boom, boom. 3x equals 64.2 divided by 3, and it's double. It's 21.4. All right, nice. Hongbo sold X cell phones in 2013. The number of cell phones sold in 2014 was 128% greater than in 2013. So what that means is it's 2.28, not 1.28. 2.28, like 50% greater, you times it by 1.5. 100% greater, you times it by 2. 128, 2.28. And the number of cell phones we sold in 2015 was 1.29, greater than that. Defining expressions represents the number of cell phones. Okay, here it is. We got it. 1.29 times 2.28x. Boom, done. And this is what they want you to fall for this trap, right? 128, 29. No. All right, we made it to the free response with 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes to go. It's pretty good. Anna was 99 centimeters tall. She turned 3 years old. And she was 106.5 centimeters tall the day she turned 4. If Anna's height increased by the same amount each year between the ages of 2 and 8, how tall will she be the day she turns 7? Got it. So this is just a linear equation, right? The slope is this minus this, which is 7.5, over this minus this, which is 1. So she's going 7.5 every year. And we'd say let's do point. So y minus 99 equals a slope of 7.5 times x minus 3. Where 3 is my, starting point. It's 3 is the age here, so x is the age. And then distribute 7.5x, and then that's 20 minus 22.5. Y equals negative 22.5 plus 99. Negative 22.5 plus 99. 76.5. Okay, so now we have the equation, and then we could plug in 3. I could plug in 4 just to show you. It'd be 30% at 106.5. Now I just plug in 7. So 7.5 times 7 equals 62.5 plus 76.5 equals 129. And that makes sense, right? 5 should be 114. 6 should be 121, 7, 129, whatever. Okay. 32. Uh-oh. What did I do? No. That's a first. I don't know how that even happened. Okay, hold on. Did I get it back? There we go. Okay, so 32. The table above shows the distribution of color for 4,000 cars registered in town X. Based on the table, how many more white cars than black cars are registered in town X? Hold on. So table above shows distribution of color for 4,000 cars registered in town X. Got it. Based on how many more white cars than black cars are in town X. Than black cars. So you could do this 2 ways. We could do the percentage of each of 4,000 and do it that way, or just take the difference. 32 minus 13 is 19, right? So we take 19% of 4,000, and it's 760, I think. But let's do it on the calculator anyways. And we're happy. We're good. Done. Make sure I read that right. How many more white cars than black cars? 19%. We're good. 33, if the system of equations has a solution, x, y is the value of x plus y, solve the system. Oh, look how nice it's set up. I'm just going to negate the top one. and then combine it with the bottom one. Elimination, my favorite. 3x equals 12, x equals 4. And then if x equals 4, y equals, that's 12, 4, y equals 2. I just plugged in and solved it, but let's double check. 12 plus 4 is 16. 24 plus 4 is 28. 4 plus 2 is 6. Boom, done. 34. Monthly enrollment in art classes. The table above shows monthly enrollment in art classes at 2 community centers for 7 consecutive months. 124, 111, 98 in March. Okay, so then kind of dips and then it increases. Here it's high, low, low, and then increases in the summer. Based on the table, how much does the median monthly based on the table, how much does the median monthly enrollment in community center B exceed monthly? Okay, so calculate the median of each. So for B, we got to rank it from least to greatest. So I'm going to not rewrite it. I'm going to say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And up here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And my median is the middle value here. So this is 111. My middle value here happens to be right on top or below, which is nice, which is 407. So it's 407 minus 111, which is 296. And we're done. 35. In the right triangle above, sine theta of 2/5. So that means opposite over hypotenuse is 2/5, which means opposite is 4. Because that would be opposite over that. 4 over 10 is 2/5. If AC equals square root of n, what is the value of n? Pythagorean's theorem. Perfect. So let's do square root of n squared plus 4 squared. This is the right triangle equals 10 squared. That's n plus 16 equals 100. N equals, subtract 16 from both sides, 84. Boom, done. All right, 36. Oh, what? 36. All right, we're going to make it plenty of time. In the xy plane, the graph y equals x squared plus bx plus c, where b and c are constants, has x-intercepts at -2 and -6. Okay, so there's 2 ways we can do this. This is how I'm going to do it. If it has x-intercepts there, that means I could factor it theoretically into x plus 2 times x plus 6, okay? Distribute, 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 distribute. I get x squared plus 6x plus 2x plus 12. That's x squared plus 8x plus 12, which means that b is 8. Is it that easy? Let me see. I mean, it doesn't give any restrictions about b and c. So it could be anything. But then if I plug in -2, 4, -16, -12, yeah, and -6, 36, -48, I don't know. Guess it works. And I think we're good. What is the density in grams per cube? Okay, what am I doing? A contractor purchased 2 slabs of granite, both in the shape of a right rectangular prism, which looks like, which looks like this, like a box, basically. Okay. Let's draw 2. Okay. So we got slab 1, so it's a length of 100, a width of 20, and a thickness, aka height, of 8. Great. Slab 2 has a length of 125, a width of unknown, and a thickness of 8. Okay. And this also has a mass of 44,000. I don't really know what we're supposed to do yet, but I'm just putting on the information, a nice thing. Okay. What is the density in grams per cubic centimeter? So again, that's going to be grams over or divided by cubic centimeters of slab 1. What is the density? So it is 44,000 per, oh, and then we have to calculate it. Cubic centimeter is 20, let's just use a calculator just to be safe. 16,000 or something. 20 times 8 times 100. Yes, nice. Cancel the zeros, cancel the zeros, cancel the zeros. 44 over 16, which reduces to, which some people say don't reduce because you could make a mistake. I don't know, I always do anyways. 11 over 4, because you can put in unreduced fractions as long as they fit, and you'll still get credit, but I think this would have fit. Okay, so there's the density. That question's not too bad. And then it says slab 2 has a ratio of length to width. So that's it. It's a ratio. Ratio of length to width of 5 to 2. How many centimeters wide? That's my x. X is the width and 125 is the length, right, that I put down there. And then cross multiply. 5x equals 250. X equals 50. Because we're divide by 5. Divide by 5. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the need to double check that for some reason. And I will, because I have the time, and it's fine. All right. All right, cool. That's it. 5 minutes and 44 seconds to spare. Let's go ahead and stop the clock, and let's get the answer key up on the board here. Okay. Let's see how many people are tuning in at this point. All right, we got a nice audience. What's up, everybody? Thank you, Zoe, for manning the questions and comments. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see this grade and let's see what's up. Oh shoot, there it is. No. Did I pass it? Whoops. Oh, what the? Huh? What is this? Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. All right, we got ACAD. ACAD. We got number 5, which is BBAD, B, B, A, and D. We got number 9, which is CCBB, CCBB. We got 13, which is BCAB, BCAB. We've got 17, which is CBBA, CBBA. Beautiful. All those are correct. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we got 21, which was A. Remember we talked about that. I talked about that one for a bit. That was good. 22 is BCBB, CB. Right on. 25 is CDAA, CDAA. Amazing. And then 29 and 30 are D and D. Boom and boom. Okay, 31 is 129. 32 is 760. 33 is 6. 34 is 296. Yes. 35 is 84. 36 is 8. 37 is 11 fourths or 2.75. And 38 is 50 with 100. 100%. What's up? Let's go. Okay. My state public test isn't optional. Okay. Samuel, what's up? Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Math score from a 1200. What books programs do you recommend? All the ones that I'm doing on here, honestly. College Panda is my favorite outside of the College Board resources. By the way, guys, if you did like this video, please click that like button. I know it's kind of weird. I hate that all YouTubers ask for likes. I kind of fall into that trap, but It actually does help the channel. The honest truth is I want you to only like the video if you actually find it useful and beneficial. But I think if you're here, you do. So the likes would be appreciated. So what do I recommend to go from a 1200? So yeah, and anyways, College Panda is amazing. College Board, I hope my channel, I'd like to say my channel is the best of them all in with regards to math. I truly think so. I work hard to make it so I think you're in the right spot already. I'm just a little terrible. This name "You're Wrong" is so funny. Every time I see it, I'm like, you're saying somebody else is wrong. What's up? What's going on? Your future cars. Okay. So easy to learn, trying to improve my math. I just love that everybody's talking to each other. Everybody's helping each other, that we've built like a community here, and it's so cool. And we've got people like Zoe and Chris that show up every time and help out as well with all this stuff. I mean, it's great. Thank you, Zoe, for manning these messages. I don't know what they were saying, but I think it's better to relax the night before. Yeah, I do think you should give your brain a little bit of relaxation, especially if you've been going hard already. I think, what's her name? Brooke from Super Tutor TV talks about cramming the night before. Her logic makes sense to some degree. She's like, hey, what have you done with every other test in your life? You've crammed the night before. And I do agree with that in sort of like the sense that, hey, like follow the same protocol, put your mind and body in that same state. But I think this can be quite a bit different because it's such a lengthy test. It's not where you're like trying to store a bunch of information. You are to some degree, but you're not trying to store it and then just vomit it out and walk out an hour and a half. It's a really long test. So endurance is important. So I do think there's a lot to be said for decompressing. You can still study and work hard, but cramming, like she says, I just, not saying it's wrong. I disagree. I don't know who's right. We'd have to do a study, right? And see who did better at following what protocols. But that's my thought process. Sort of like an athletic event. I do not understand a word you're saying. Legends. Who's calling me Papa Capadia? That's so funny. Okay. Anyways. All right, guys, that is it. We have the SAT this Saturday. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys are taking it this Saturday. I want to wish you all the best of luck. And I'm going to make a video, hopefully out by tomorrow, that's going to give you last minute tips to boost your score substantially. So let's see what happens. I'm putting that together today and tomorrow. I hope it helps. If you haven't checked out my other math puzzles channel, by the way, I'm going to give you guys a link right now. My math puzzles channel is like, I'm so proud of it because I think it's going to give everybody a chance to work on their math and deductive and reasoning skills in a fun way. And I work really hard to put select these puzzles and put them together and all that stuff. So here's a link if you want to check it out. And this goes beyond the SAT, ACT, college, for adults who just want to be challenged on a regular basis. Great for kids, great for everybody. So there it is. I can check that one, the 2018 International, assuming it's been released, only if it's been released, and then I can do it. Thank you guys so much for joining. I wish you all the best of luck this Saturday. Please let me know how it goes. And for anybody that's shown improvement, you're welcome to email me like Zoe has. And I know I need to get back to you on that, but I will respond today. Thank you guys. And I wish you the best of luck. And I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.